good evening, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could be with us this Monday evening, September 27th, 2021. Here at Forex Smart Trade, our mission is to make you the best version of yourself. And we do that by helping you become financially independent by teaching you how to currency trade with our super accurate proprietary trading tools and our we supplement that with the best in the business, one-on-one personalized training. We believe personalized one-on-one training is really the only way to effectively learn currency trading. We are so confident in how well our tools and training perform. We offer a guarantee, and that guarantee is that once you've been trained, we will let you trade with company money and split what you make. In this session, I am going to review two different trade signals. We've got over a dozen. And when you do trading, we will review those with you and find a couple that resonate with you and develop a trading plan around that. The two I'm going to use are something called the 10-point trade, which typically I'm looking for anywhere from 5 to 30 pips. And then we have a little scalp trade called the thick orange line trade, which is good right at the top of the hour for 5 pips. So with that, let us get going. And first thing we got to do is listen into this guy. So let's do that.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
To supplement that, we do this the live trades for two reasons. One is as a teaching moment, so that you can get better, and we believe you get better by watching good traders trade. And two, just to see how accurate our tools are. If I can do it. The only difference between you and me is I've learned how to read the indicators. When you do that, you will be a good trader also. I've been doing this a little under 3 years. One of the advantages of our program is that we do these live trades. So every day we do a trade in the morning, 10 a.m. if you remember, at 10 p.m. Eastern time, we do a trade in the evening. We have training sessions on Saturday and Wednesday. And then on Sunday, we also do a trade an hour after the market opens. Light traders, you've got access to what's up here in the yellow. You've got me tonight. You got me again tomorrow morning and Thursday morning at 6:30 in the morning. And then you've got an intro to coaching session tomorrow at 9:30 Eastern and one on 10 p.m. on Thursday, plus the light member meeting. You should attend as many of these as you can. So with that, let us get into trading. As you know, I like to work off of a checklist. And that checklist is, first step is make sure everything is up, connected, and live. And before we came on, I refreshed all the pages. As a good habit as a trader, you want to review what you did during the current day. At the end of the day, right now is the start of a new trading day. The market switches over at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So we're an hour and a half into the new day. um, it is good habit to take a screenshot. If you take a screenshot, I find it's easiest to go back and evaluate what you were looking at, and we can find flaws in that. Now, if you're trading off the 5 and the 1 minute chart, that becomes a little harder to do because you're going to be taking lots of trades. But on our case, we're trading off of an hour chart, so it's not as difficult. And I think I'm going to start doing that. Last week we had a couple misses, so I think in thinking about it, I think it's given that part of this is a teaching moment, it's worthwhile going back and reviewing what went wrong. So I will start doing that myself. For you, I do it on my personal trades. You can see I only take a few trades, anywhere from 2 to 8 trades a day, so I can kind of remember them on the same day. But given that we're doing this every couple days, I can't remember from Tuesday to Thursday. As we are technical traders, that means we trade based on the price action, and our tools are very good at capturing that price action or the turns in the price action. We do, however, want to know what the news is that may impact a currency pair. And a very good place that highlights that news is forexfactory.com. Forex Factory breaks news down into 3 components: low impact, which is yellow, medium impact, which is orange, and high impact, which is red. Typically, I like to try to avoid the reds, and I like to be out of the market 2 hours before any pair. I want to be closed and out of the market 2 hours beforehand. Right now, the next item coming up is something on the yen at 7:50 p.m., and we have got smooth sailing till tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Any trade that we take now should be closed before then. So we've got nothing to worry about. So with that, let's go to our tried and trusty indicators. There are 3 parts, as you know. This middle part is the majors and minors. And with the 10-point trade, I start here. And the red and green line are what we call the major indicators. The gray and black line are the minors. This red horizontal line is what we call the oversold line. So when the lines are down here, the market's oversold. That's a good time to buy. The blue line is the overbought line. When the lines are up here, that is a good time to sell. Now, on the specific buy and sell time, I want to see if I can get as precise as I can, so I'm not leaving anything on the table. So I am looking for where these lines are below and pointing up, or above and pointing down. Right now we're in the middle of the channel, so we're going to pass. Euro USD, we are not going to take a trade right now because it is not current. Neither of these markets are current. U.S. market is not closed, but the traders aren't trading, nor is the traders trading in the European market. Pound the same, U.S. Canadian the same, U.S. Swiss franc the same. U.S. yen, that is a market where it is trading. It's coming up to morning time in Japan. In fact, if you're having trouble figuring out when morning is, you can go to what is it? So you know what? I forget what the URL is, but there's 24-hour time clock, and I don't want to take a chance of not getting it. So here on the USD JPY, we've got converging signals or diverging signals. Minors are kind of going, or majors are kind of going down. Minors are going up steeply. It looks like the down on the majors is softening, but in any case, I want everybody going in the same direction. When everybody's going in the same direction, that increases the likelihood that I am going to get a good trade. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to find a situation where the odds are most in my favor. Kind of like we're not gambling here, but like when you card count in playing blackjack, you can change the odds because you know what has a higher percentage of happening. Same here. When we get more of the lines lined up, we've got a higher percentage that the trade's going to go do what we think it's supposed to do. So I have this first chart was the light major 6, which you have in your grouping. What I've done is I've cloned this chart and just made a new one where I put 6 other pairs on it and then just renamed it 6 major 2. Again, I'm looking for situations where we're overbought or oversold. We're going to pass on the euro pound because neither of those markets are current. Australian dollar, yen, these markets are both current. But we are in the middle of the channel, so I'm going to pass. What I'm trying to do is if I get the setup here where the lines are down below the red, I can ride it all the way through the channel. So that's what I'm looking for. Euro CAD, not current. Australian New Zealand dollar. Both of these are current, but we're in the middle of the channel. So I am going to pass. I want to get a full run. Pound yen. Yen is current. Again, the middle of the channel, and the majors are starting to turn. And they're about halfway. This is really more, the majors are more sideways, so I don't like that. Euro Australian dollar. Oversold going up. The miners actually have gone kind of run through the whole channel. Majors are going up. They're not quite halfway. I will consider a trade where the majors aren't halfway. I'm okay with the miners being almost through the channel. Couple things here. I guess I'd like the red and the green line to be a little steeper, but I've got 3 points here. 1, that we were oversold. 2, that everybody's pointing up. And 3, the green line's on top and the gray line's on top. The other thing I like here, even though I'd like to see the green line steeper, it is getting steeper. Here's the green line, and right here there's a kink where it did indeed get steeper. So that's a very positive thing. When the kinks get steeper, that's a good sign. So then once I see this, I've got 3 points here. Once I have 3 points, I'm going to look at my TNTs, and I want to see how many lines are consistent with what I'm seeing here. So the 2 orange lines are going up, so that's consistent. The blue lines are inversely related, so when they're coming down, that means up. So I've got 3 of the 4 lines telling me buy. So I like that. I've got very soft down pressure, because because of the gap between the lines. Second, because of the slope of the lines. But I do have the green line on top. So the green line on top gives me a point. So now that I have a point here, I got 3 points here, I got 3 points here, so I got 7 points. I need to have at least 3 points in the top section and 1 point in the pressure section. So I've got 7 points on the Euro AUD. So what I'm going to do now is if I go back to my my little trade routine, I want to know where the support and resistance are and what the trend is. So to do that, I am going to take a clean chart. So I am going to change the symbol on this to Euro AUD. I know I haven't traded this, so I'm not going to have it in there. I am going to draw the support and resistance. Support and resistance are for you lights. We don't really go into it yet, but support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. So I want to know where those spots are, because that's going to help me figure out where I want to do my take profit or stop loss. So I am going to, oops, grab the wrong kind of line. Let's delete. I want a horizontal line. So I'm going to drop a horizontal line on here, and I'm going to find where I think the candles seem to be stopping. So I get a little bit of a stop in here, a little bit in here, over here, over here, over here, over here. On the euro dollar, which is what I primarily trade, these on a 1 hour chart are about 30 pips apart. We'll see about where they are on euro Australian dollar. So I've got some stopping in here, some stopping in here, stopping in here, right in here, in here. Let's do one above. I've got some stopping in here, over here, right in here a little bit, in here a little bit, right in here. Trying to decide if I want one more. I'm going to put one more below and one more above. Right in here, over here, over here, and I think let's put one more above. Right in here, over here, right in here. Now the next question is, what's the trend? I'm going to pull it back out while we look at our trend. Grab the bottom. So from about the, the 4th through the 21st, we had an uptrend, and I would argue right now we're trading into a downtrend. The last, can maybe even argue it started here. Down, kind of shot back up. So I say, to me, this looks like a downtrend. The reason I want to know the trend is if I am trading, we're looking at a buy here. So looking at a buy, I'm going to take less pips trading into the trend than against the trend. And I want to know how many pips do I have to the resistance line. So I've got 13 pips down, or 15 pips down, and 45 pips up. 15 pips down and 45 pips up. Wow. These lines, wondering if we should have another support in there. So we're going up. We got almost 45 pips till we hit that line. All right, so now I know where my support and resistance are. I know what the trend is. So I want to go and I want to see, I want a little confirmation on the signal. So to get that confirmation, I am going to open up a chart that has multiple time frames of the same pair on it. So here I've got a 1 minute, a 30 minute, a 1 hour, a 2 hour, a 4 hour, and a day. And what I am looking for is I want to see, I want confirmation on the 2 hour and the 4 hour that what I'm seeing here is correct. So basically, I'm looking on the 2 hour, am I oversold? And on the 4 hour, am I oversold? I don't necessarily care if they're going up or not, because eventually they will go up. I just want to confirm that if they're oversold, they're going to be going up eventually. In this case, we actually, it's pretty good that we've got everybody pointing up. And here on the 4 hour, we have everybody pointing up. Usually it's not as good as this. So I like this across the board. I look at the pressure. We've got steeper down pressure here on the 2 hour, but it looks like the green is about to cross over. And I do have the green crossed over. Again, steep down pressure. This is steeper than what we've got over here. It is the steepness of the lines count. So a steeper down, scares me off a little bit. But we do have the green crossed over on top, and you can see the slope of the green line has changed. The slope of the green line has changed here, and here we have green on top, and the slope has changed here. So it's more steep, less steep, more steep, less steep, more steep, less steep. So I like this across the board. So I like this as a good trade. Now the question is, I'm going to go back and see how many pips do I think I want to take here. I am going to draw another horizontal line in here because we are trading against the trend. And I am going to, let's make it blue. And I want to see where we have some bouncing here. Seems like there's a little bit of a bounce in here. I could even go up a little bit more to here. Let me see how many points that's worth. So I'm going to go to the spot that's been going up while we've been talking here. So that's 18 pips. And if I were to go to the lower spot, 15 pips, this line isn't quite right. Let's try it again. Current spot up 19 pips. I'm going to be a little more conservative. Let's take this for 12 pips. Take it for 12 pips. So let's open up our MetaTrader 4. MetaTrader 4, so I'm going to go to Europe, Australian dollar. I do not have Euro, Australian dollar on this tab here. So I'm going to go up to File, New Chart, Euro, Australian dollar, not in the top group, not in that middle group. Now I'm going to go through Euro, Australian dollar. Let's go ahead and take a buy for 12 pips. So I'm going to go to the second line here, click New Order. I'm going to look at what I've got in my account. I've got 10,600 in this demo account. So I'm going to move my decimal place over 4. So it's going to be a 1.0. I could take a 1.1 if I wanted. In fact, I think I will. 1.1. And I'm not going to worry about the take profit or the stop loss right now. I just want to get the trade in. And let's see, we got a 2-pip spread, which is a lot, actually 2.4. So we're going to go ahead and take it. It records the trade. And once the trade is in, I click anywhere along the line, right click, and it brings up this modify button. And I am going to take this for 12 pips. 12 pips is 120 points. And if I click the copy as, the blue copy as button, it is going to calculate it for me. And we're going to use a 4-to-1 right now. 480. I usually like to set my stop losses based on where the support and resistance are, but for right now, let's just use 4 times. Click the red, it does the math for me, and then I'm going to click buy or modify, and it drops the lines in. I like to confirm that I can see the lines. We can. I'm going to just pull this up a little bit. I can see a little better. If you want, we could probably, it hasn't traded down here in a week, we could probably lessen this stop loss and be okay. I'm going to leave it where it is. So we, using the 10-point trade, we took a 12-pip trade on the Euro Australian dollar with a take profit of 1.60653, and a stop loss of 1.60051. 1.60051. Let's see if we get another trade. Let's see if we get a little scalp trade right at the top of the hour. Scalp trade is with a thick orange line trade. We are looking at an entirely different signal. I'm going to start up here in the TNTs. I am looking what this number is. I want it to be 0 or 10. No, 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 no. Let's go to the next group. No, 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 no. This is close. It needs to be within 1 point of 10. This is at 8.7, which is 0.3 off of 9. But close is not enough. Euro Australian dollar, yes. However, to take this trade, I want all 4 of these lines well above the blue line. These lines are down in the channel. So this is going to stay at 10 for a little bit. So I don't have the criteria I need to make. And the trade would be a sell, because when this is at 10, that's telling me there's no more up in the movement. But in this case, the majors and minors are telling me something different. So there is going to be up. I'm going to let it go. So we're going to leave that alone. We've got another 47 seconds. No. Yes with the 10, but no with where the majors and minor lines are. Yes with the 10, but no where the major and minor lines are. 2 isn't close enough. 6 isn't close enough. 10, yes, but again, the major and minor lines are below the blue. I want everybody well above the blue. We've got one more chart here. Let's see. Before it clicks, 5, no. 1.4, no. 1.5, no. 8, no. 0.9, yes, but the lines aren't there. 3, no. So in 3 minutes, we just looked through 24 charts for a quick scalp trade. We didn't get it, which is okay. There's not always going to be a trade there. But we did get one trade. That trade was a buy on the Euro AUD. And to kind of recap, we've got a take profit of 1.60653 with the stop loss of 1.60051. If you want to be a little more aggressive on this trade, once it goes positive by, say, 5 pips, you could move your stop loss up to where you got into, a little bit above where you got in, and then move your take profit out. You could move the take profit out all the way to you theoretically could go up to 67.32 over here. Like, I'm done trading for the day, so I'm not going to watch it. But for those of you who are going to watch it, that's a strategy I sometimes use, is especially after I've already made a couple positive trades and I've got something on the books. If I see a trade set up and it starts to go positive on the like the third or fourth trade, once it goes positive, I'll pull my stop loss up so that I won't lose money on it. If it pulls back, it'll just take me out. But if it's going to run, I'll let it run. And this is a case where, we could get it could run a little bit. All right, gang, thanks so much for being here. Let's see if we got any questions. Let's see what we got for questions. Thank you, John. John's got it. He wasn't going to let me be confused. If you want to know what the market clock is, you can get that market clock at Market 24H clock, Market 24H clock, and it kind of shows you what markets are trading. And I guess you can also download it on your phone. I kind of just know, having done it, but people who are new, if you want to know what markets are currently trading, this is like a nice little thing to see what markets are trading. So you can see we're a little before Australia comes online and Japan comes online, but New Zealand is trading right now. All right, everybody, we will be doing this again tomorrow morning, and this trade should be closed by the time we get here. And you know what we didn't do? What didn't we do? We didn't take a screenshot of what we were looking at. So let's go back and let's see if we can do this. You know what? I'm going to do it after we get off, because I don't want to waste your time while I'm figuring out how to go back an hour. I guess I could use the retracement thing here, but on some of the new tools, I'm not entirely 100%. I don't know how to use everything yet. I kind of know how to read it, but I don't know how to use all the tools. So I will do that and take a screenshot, so that way, if for some reason it is negative, we can go back and take a look at it. All right, everybody, great. Thanks for being here, and we will see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.